tell your next friends, like, hey, this guy was cool. Next thing you know it, you're two people, you're getting asked to perform at Baptist churches and all this other stuff that you wouldn't think would happen.
And I think it's those two people nights that prepare you for the bigger nights.
Right.
Yeah.
Helps you get over the stage fright stuff.
Oh, I don't know about that. I remember
I can honestly say I've never had stage fright.
And I do remember this. The first thing we brought Psycho Eddie on, and yourself,
1,500 people.
Kennedy Plaza, the roller derby.
I thought I was going to die.
So many
Didn't
people.
care. Did not.
I didn't look at the crowd.
The amount of people
looked at
had
the
no
cement.
effect at all on me. What really bothered me was, holy crap, not only am I in front of all these people, but I'm improvising.
Yeah.
The whole thing, the whole practice, whatever you want to call it, we sat around 20 minutes before we went out and said, okay, you're going to have a spider land in front of you. You're going to jump. We're going to spray you with and that was the whole thing. It was.
And I remember the silly string was backwards, too. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? I'm like yelling at Nurse Misery. I'm like, it's backwards. You're spraying yourself in the face.
Now, I don't know if I ever told you guys this, but I had a gig the same night that you folks had that gig, but we had a little downtime, so I came over to see you guys perform at Kennedy Plaza. So I didn't want to pay for tickets, so I stood on the outer perimeter of what is now the Alex and Ani Skating Center. And what I saw out there was the biggest, greasiest rat I ever saw in my now four-legged rat.
That's Danny.
It just went screaming by me.
Now, I remember, like, no matter how horrible our performance was, it was still better than the hype guy, who made, yes, ladies and gentlemen, a station nightclub joke.
And it wasn't that far after the station
No.
nightclub
This was
fire.
like
And it wasn't
6
very
years
funny.
ago.
And
No, it bombed. He bombed, and then we never heard from him again,
No.
except when his house got flooded and everything he owned went down the river. Literally.
Yeah.
I
In all
felt bad
reality.
for him a little, but then I realized, hey, wait a minute. You're the jerk that was saying station nightclub jokes. Maybe this is just someone paying you back.
Definitely was karma. So no matter how bad we are, that guy sucked even more than we did.
At least we got applause instead of hate mail.
Speak for yourself. I get hate mail on a daily basis.
That night, though. That night in particular.
that night, Eddie.
They didn't have my email address at that
Yes.
point, but
Let me
I'm
give
pretty
you-
sure I would have.
Let me give you some of my hate mail that spills over from one of our local shows here on Rhode Island Free Radio, the Haunted Cabaret. You want to see some hate mail?
That's some colorful
I'm at the
worded-
point now where I'm just happy for any email, hate or otherwise. Hey, someone's listening.
You've heard of the Haunted Cabaret, right? Have you
I've
heard some of George's?
I've partaken in the Haunted Cabaret.
Yeah.
In fact, I have to apologize now because it's almost time to turn this back over to Tony. The last marathon we did, and we were at it was around Thanksgiving time. The day,
the Thanksgiving
Eve.
Let me stop you right there before you do this. George Garner would want me to say this. Do not apologize.
No, I have to.
You can't. In typical George Garner way, you cannot apologize.
I'm not apologizing for what I said because everything I said was the truth. I'm apologizing because there are some people who said, if you don't apologize, we're not going to listen anymore.
Well, for us, that would hurt because for me, that'd be my whole 2 listeners. So I would apologize.
For me, it was a combination of inebriate behavior because, as everyone that knows me knows, I do enjoy a few glasses of bottles of wine at a time.
Way before recording the radio show.
Oh, no. You have
way.
I have the 6-pack rule. I don't know if you have this, but you have to consume at least the 6-pack of beer worth of alcohol before you start to talk because that helps loosen up everything and everything flows nice and easily. Likewise, no, there's no joke about this. You got to have everything flowing nice and easy. That's how I am
want that
talking as
feng
calm as I am.
shui.
It is. I am in the zone right now. But we got on a topic that I know, A, way too much about, and B, is rather risque. We were talking about sex dolls. And without rehashing the whole conversation, I think I freaked George out a little bit.
A little. I haven't seen him pause that
I haven't
bad.
seen him since.
With the freakish amount of knowledge that I have about this subject because of TV shows and my own personal research because... Hey, some people are nerds over comic books.
So that's how you're getting away with traveling in the van pool. You have sex dolls in your car.
That's it. You put a baseball cap on one of them, it's another person.
We're in the carpool lane.
I can make it to Boston in no time. I'm in the HOV lane.
Nice.
And then when the officer pulls you over, you hint to your
Hey.
girlfriend there.
This is a van and she's available.
We are 56 minutes and 28 seconds away from 2016. You are tuned in to Rhode Island Free Radio online at rifreeradio.org and over the airwaves on AM 1320 WARA. The local music continues now before I take my air shift between now and the new year. We're going to hear from Weld Square, A Belladonna Killed My Rose. Make sure you...
She's my rose, through her face the poison flows. She's my rose, she's my rose, she's my rose, she's my rose.
A Belladonna Killed My Rose, some Weld Square, some local music right here on Tony Jones's Rockin' New Year's Eve broadcast online at rifreeradio.org and over the airwaves on AM 1320 WARA. As I mentioned, my fifth year broadcasting live on New Year's Eve, a half a decade. I want to thank you for welcoming me onto your laptops, into your homes, out in the car, wherever you may be. I'm going to class the joint up a little bit. I want to start off my air shift talking about, and I'd love for you guys to weigh in on this because I'm going to kick off my air shift with a business story. And you guys all know, if you've been listening to me for any length of time, I have a little love-hate relationship with traditional media versus alternative media and new media and over-the-air type stuff. So I was balancing the books today. Now, I'm not doing great, but I've been, due to my very cheap disposition, I've been able to squirrel away some money, and it's in stocks and bonds and mutual funds. I won't bore you with that. I was squaring up the books today, closing out the year today. iHeartMedia trading at 90 cents a share. Cumulus Media, which is just a huge conglomerate, trading, if you can believe this, at 32 cents a share. Now, transverse to that, Twitter closed today at $23 a share, and if you can believe, Facebook closed today at $105 a share. I was wondering if you guys thought, is this a buying opportunity with the traditional media? Is this something that's going to turn around, or are we seeing the writing on the wall?
Oh, man, you're definitely seeing the writing on the wall. It's apparent in automobiles that they're selling cars that don't have radios in them anymore.
They always did that, though. That was just because you're poor and couldn't
No.
afford the
These are radios that they're meant for connecting to the computer. Online
Exactly.
stuff. There's no FM or AM in the radios
Cars
anymore.
are built-in Wi-Fi now.
Yeah, so you're definitely seeing it happen. Newspapers too. I mean, you see a lot of them, like the Onion, no longer printing out actual, hard copies of it, but they're keeping the virtual running.
Even our local paper, the Providence Journal, you can get online. You've been able to for years.
Yep. One of the biggest things I like that you see heading over, comic books are hitting this shelf as well.
Yep.
Of course, the hard copy is still being out there, but it's cheaper and easier to get the virtual copy than it is the actual evidence of it.
We've talked about it before on my show, and I think on just various shows, that as things go forward, when every car is a Wi-Fi hotspot, hopefully internet radio won't become regulated, and that's when we're just going to be able to go ham around here, because you'll be able to listen to Rhode Island Free Radio the same way you just click on an FM dial. Now, the big thing is kind of getting people trained to utilize internet radio, and content is king. So as we go forward, you're going to see some of the better shows really stand out, and they're going to have access to as many listeners as they want to. And that's I hope Rhode Island Free Radio will be part of that for all of you. We are 49 minutes and 11 seconds away from the new year. A little Listen Lady up next for you. This track, Disaster, right here on Rhode Island Free Radio and AM 1320 WARA. Happy New Year to you in, just a few minutes' time.